And hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of the Aegyrian Adventurers Guild Dragon of Icespire Peak. I'm your DM, Brad, joined today by all of my lovely players. And before we get things kicked off with the events of today and figuring out where they're going to go, we are going to, as always, have a recap of what happened last time today. That is delivered by Drake, who is here. And, yeah, so without further ado, if you would tell us what happened last time.
Please don't make things up. Be truthful about it.
We were given a quest to go take some supplies to a log place, like a logging area. We decided to go the way that was safer and had a place to rest the night, which was like at the Falcon Hunting Lodge. We got there. He brought some wine so we could get entry. I believe that Nona paid for like an exquisite room, and then also tried to case the place for valuables. The guy who's in charge there, he told us about like some aggravated animals in the area. They were getting more and more riled up by something. They weren't really sure what. Probably the dragon, but not for sure. And then after we left there, we went to the logging area, the camp, and it was completely ransacked. Kind of weird though, like their stuff just destroyed, but it wasn't look like it was looted or anything. But we couldn't find any people. And soon enough, we found out why. There was a bunch of wild onkegs under the camp. I believe that we defeated like 4 of them, maybe 5. And when we got to the last one, it was inside a building with a living person that was the leader of the camp, but he was like the only survivor. Once we defeated everything, including a very slow chase for my spiritual weapon, just dinking around the battlefield. He said that we said, maybe it was the dragon that chased these onkegs into the area, but he said no, he had a lot of competitors and someone probably did this to him on purpose. Nona definitely didn't almost die. Wasn't close. After that as well, though, we had a little cutscene where we were leaving, and we didn't notice this, but there was like some type of voodoo-esque doll inside of one of the buildings that may or may not have drawn the onkeg there. Maybe he was right. Maybe he did make some enemies. And that seems to be all that I can remember off the top of my head.
Yes, there was also a lot of useless dashing around the camp.
Yeah. That was the chase.
Yes, indeed. I believe, yeah.
Is it really our 7th session?
Yes.
Only 7? I feel like it's been so much longer. I don't know.
Well, this is only
Did have like 3 sessions to that other one.
7 to 1. Yeah, there was a few with the other one, but yeah, it's 7 of this one. All right, yeah. So I think basically last time we left off, you guys had, of course, turned in your successful quest, gotten your reward, and basically leveled up, ranked up. So I assume everybody is taking care of that. Everybody is level 4, and
Yep.
now basically we cut back in. Maybe there's been like a few days of downtime while you got yourselves situated, trained a little bit, and kind of waited for new quests to arrive, and now there are new quests available for adventurers of your rank, 3 in total, and they are all as presented in front of you currently on the board. So I guess which one would you like to go for?
I want the sword.
I want
Okay.
Aaron to get the sword.
Embedded in the mountains south of Phandalin is the ancient dwarven fortress, which has been sealed for years if a dragon attacked. Okay, the people found. Basically, we need to do all of them.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking we kind of need to do all of them. Axholm quest specifically, I think we need to do. I want that sword.
We should definitely do all of them. I mean, Sug thinks that the 3rd quest, the Woodland Manse quest, might be time sensitive, but I don't know.
Destroy the evil in the manse, then expect him to reward you.
Well, they want us to make a preemptive strike against these people are growing in numbers or something. So like, if we don't take care of it soon, it's gonna just get worse.
Brad, how many quests is level this time?
And you need to complete 2 of them.
All right.
I think
How about
the
we do-
first two.
I think we could do all of them.
You
Nothing
can
says
do
we
all
can.
of them. There's nothing preventing you from doing all of them, but you have to do
I
at
can't-
least 2.
I think we should do 2, and the sword is like the least time sensitive one. I think we should still get the sword though.
Yeah, I feel like we should still get the sword, but we can
I would
get.
say
we can
just
do
ignore
that
demands.
Why?
Karen
No.
with that sword.
Yeah, I want the sword.
Who cares
Like,
about some orcs and demands, right?
Well, because falcons are buddy, like. And evil spellcasters are, they're evil and spellcasters. That's like bad.
Is he
And what
though?
if they can? And what if they can control the dragon? Then there will be an evil spellcasting dragon on top of orcs.
I mean, that didn't cross my mind, but now that you mention it, there's even more reason now.
If you are looking for doom scenarios, I can easily accommodate.
If we're
Well-
going to do all 3, I suggest we do demands first, then probably Axel or the Dragon Barrel thing. If we're only going to do 2, I say pick the first 2.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I rip all 3 off the wall, Brad. Give us all 3!
Well, you're probably the only adventurers high enough rank to even do these anyways, so...
Are we the
sure.
highest rank now? What the hell?
I mean, you're the highest rank in this podunk little town, that's for sure. You're not the
Things happen, though.
highest rank possible.
Are these
Well,
quests are only posted in Phandalin though?
But, these are local quests.
Yes, but
Oh.
you can also think that the other guys leveled up and moved ahead to do better quests, and we are left with the things that are available.
Yeah.
With the urgent
Also-
ones.
Also, I made my way over to Fiora. Not
Mhm.
our Fiora, in-game Fiora.
We
yeah.
also have an
Adventurers
in-game
Guild
Fiora.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, it's Guild Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you want with her?
I want my money. Like, I gave. She said she was gonna sell the crystal and the Manticore pelt for us. Remember?
Well, did she?
Yes. She said she'd try and pass it along. I want to know if there's any updates. I want money.
Why do you want money? You can't wear any more armor at this point.
It's been
Other things.
It's been a few days at that point. Let me just see how far it is to.
It was a good manticore skin in almost perfect condition, no holes, no burns.
That's 24, 48, 72.
Is the GM trying to scam us?
No, I think he's just trying to count up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how many. Well, basically, because they would have had to go to the big city to sell it, right? So there and back. You've been there. Okay, yeah. So yeah, they have in fact sent somebody to basically sell them on your behalf or look for a buyer in Vesper Bay, and they found somebody that was interested. Let me just double check here. Yeah, I think probably in total, you would have gotten. It was a rather low-ranking monster, so probably like 50 gold for the monster heart crystal, and probably like 100 gold for the manticore pelt.
150 gold.
Mhm.
And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of
30
us.
each?
What was the heart crystal from?
30 gold each. It was from the Mimic, I believe.
Yes, that chest that. Okay. Almost 8 Fiora.
Nice. I have 105 gold.
I have like 80 gold. What can I buy?
I have 143.
You can buy a potion of healing.
You can
I already
travel.
have 2 of them. I have my original one and the one that I got from Gordon. Oh shit! I could buy 1,000 ball bearings for 1 gold. Hell yeah. Caltrops.
Maybe you should consider something more useful.
Yeah, you could buy 80,000 barbarians then.
Yeah, I know, right?
Man, what could you do with 80,000 ball bearings?
And the world.
You could
And
cover
they
the whole
fit.
floor.
Into your bag.
I'll buy a bullseye lantern that I can hang from my belt, so I don't have light issues anymore.
If you just buy 70,000 barbarians and then buy 10 gold worth of gold paint, you can sell some golden balls for more, right?
I'm not sure that's how that works.
Depends on the sucker, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
the customer.
Yeah.
And then some oil.
Why do you want a lantern? What happened to the torches?
Torches take up a hand. A lantern I can hang from my belt.
Also, lanterns typically just produce more light.
Yeah, that too.
In a directed area than on a torch.
Then how about a miner's hard hat? It has a lantern on its forehead.
I don't know if that's really our bard's aesthetic, though. You know.
And it protects your head. Well, you're not using it for much, but still, you might need it.
Wow, okay. We're throwing hands right now? Is that where we're going?
Oh,
Right.
savage.
No, I mean you haven't head-butted anyone yet.
Okay, sure.
Mm-mm.
We
You
still
don't
don't have
wanna-
a...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, we still don't have a map of the area, do we?
I mean, you don't physically own like a map of the area. No, I don't think.
Map. Why is that not something I can purchase?
Because I don't think it's like a written.
I can buy a case for a map or a scroll, but I can't buy a map.
I think it's because
No.
on the setting and like where
Yeah,
you're at,
depending on
and
the
how
setting.
valuable it is. Like
Maps
it's just
maps could be pretty expensive, or not, depending on like how.
like realistically,
it
who
is,
wants
so.
a map of this place? Nobody.
Alright, yeah, you make a point. Fuck the map. Have my lantern.
I could save up for split mail one day. This place does not have a smithy that can make split mail, though, huh?
It has a smithy. It like I don't think he necessarily like can make it. But there is a branch of basically like a trading company here that sells like weapons and armor and stuff like that.
Gotcha. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm still only halfway to trying to get it anyway. So
Mhm.
and it's just plus
Maybe I
one
should-
AC.
Maybe I should buy a merchant set of scales.
What?
And we would do precisely what with them?
I needed to work out dosages and stuff, you know.
Actually, you know what? You said that we had some downtime, right?
Yeah, I will say there's like maybe like a day or two.
It costs 100 gold to alchemically silver a weapon. Could I have done that?
Yeah, I think like the smithy would be capable of doing that.
Cool.
Are
I
you
will-
trying to hunt werewolves?
No, but there is just certain enemies that cannot be harmed by a blending weapon. Sometimes I don't know. It's not bad to have, and like, what do I care? It's just money, right? I'll spend 100 of my 105 gold. Silvered great axe. Perfect.
Nice.
I have a practical question. How come we haven't starved yet?
It's assumed that we just eat rations.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
assumed
we
that
have
you're
ration.
eating.
Unless we're in like a super precarious place where getting food is impossible, then we don't really think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much assumed that you're either like eating rations or foraging or hunting or whatever. You know,
Like
so-
typically everyone starts with rations unless they pick a weird kit.
but, yeah, this guy.
I'm ready. Move on whenever.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I guess you guys want to do the Woodland Man's quest first. Then it sounds like.
Yes. Falcon was like, I can tell you're not ready for this. Then we did a mission and came back and said, alright, let's fucking go. I got 5 bardics now and a feat. I'm ready.
No, he's just like, I heard you took out this fucking a bunch of Aegyrians, you know? You're way cooler now.
Yeah, you're way cool now.
All right. So you begin to set off, and this area, this woodland manse, as it was, as you were sort of told while you were at the hunting lodge, it is to the east of the lodge, and the best way to get there basically would be to travel once more to the lodge, and then go from there basically towards the area.
Yes, say hi to Falcon, maybe ask for some advice, more information, the lay of the land.
As we're traveling, all of you, I imagine, every now and then think you can hear Friedrich's voice in your head, like just thinking like weird stuff, like, man, these leaves are real green and shit like that, you know? You don't know why, but you do.
Great.
I'm just debating if I would inflict pain upon you to make it stop. And I'm unsure of the answer, so I'll get back to you.
I'm pretty sure I'm willing to give a hand, so let me know when you plan to do it.
All right. So you guys once more travel. I assume to the hunting lodge, being like the sort of like the best route, essentially.
Do we encounter any more weird animals on the way?
You do not. The 2.5-day journey from Fanlin to the lodge is relatively uneventful. The roads are clear. You do not see any sign of the dragon flying around overhead or anything like that. And you do not encounter any other strange animals or like strangely acting wildlife along the way. In fact, things are pretty quiet, even like through the forested areas. I'm not gonna make you roll checks because you've already kind of been this way, so you already basically know the path. So yeah, you guys arrive basically at the hunting lodge, the outskirts of it, and yeah, if you want to stop by and see if perhaps you can learn anything more about where you're going. You are certainly welcome to. Otherwise, you can continue on towards your destination.
Do you think Falcon will let us in without more wine?
Well, we're here to help him this time, so I hope so.
Yeah, like if you like head up to the gate, like they'll let you in.
We're back!
Yeah, so you get let in by like the caretaker or whatever, and he goes to find Falcon, and yeah, after like a few moments, he sort of like again you see him before you, and he kind of says, "You're back. What can I help you with?"
I like whip out the job poster and say, Falcon mentioned this last time we were here, and see that we're high enough rank now to take it on.
I don't know why you're referring to me by my name in the past tense.
Where are
Yes, we're talking to him right now. Come on, Freddy.
Oh yeah, shit.
Falcon, please excuse our friend. He found some very interesting mushrooms along the way.
Oh,
Don't
by the way,
mind him.
while I'm talking to Falcon as well, I'm also talking to him telepathically, so he gets like this feedback when I'm talking to him.
Oh man, what a ridiculous feat.
Poor guy.
For us, because we have to endure this, and there is no way to block it, I assume.
He doesn't know he's doing it. No one's addressed him.
He also can't do it if he's unconscious, I'm pretty sure. So that's just food for thought.
Yeah, anyways,
I strongly suspect being unconscious would lead to some very interesting effects, or maybe worse images. Why am I being disconnected? Not
Hmm?
fun.
Hmm. Oh, is Roll20 disconnecting you or something?
Yep. I had a red
Yeah,
message
that
on top of my
happens.
screen.
Happens sometimes.
Let's see.
It does that sometimes with like your internet hiccups, or if Roll20's like servers hiccup, it does that sometimes. It's a goofy website.
Oh no, the background changed.
We moved.
We moved.
You've been
We
moved.
Yes,
are
I would
here.
probably want to ask about the Mans and if Falcon has any additional information for us. Conversation is hard.
Yeah, so he sort of says, like, to what do I owe the pleasure of this repeated visit? And yeah, I guess you produce like the job poster that was like written on his behalf.
Yep.
And he sort of says, so that's what you're here for. He kind of like looks you over and says, yeah, maybe you've got what it takes. He says, there's been a bit of a problem brewing in this abandoned mansion. He says, once belonged to an elven scholar. Well, a scholar of elves. He wasn't an elf, but, you get my point. He dwelled there for a time and eventually disappeared, and the mansion was abandoned for many years until recently. Some orcs began to dwell around the area, and soon after them, some of their void-tainted spawn as well. They've been up to something. There's been storms growing in the area, more furious lately. Thunder, lightning, that sort of thing. And I went to go check the place out, and there's some strange creatures I've never seen before. Like twigs bundled together in the shapes of men. Small things, but unnatural.
Nod.
He sort of says, as far as the reward promised, if you are capable of clearing this place out and stopping whatever it is they're up to, I have some old things from my adventuring days, which I'd be more than glad to pass along. I have no need of them anymore.
Why are we always handed second-hand junk as rewards?
Because we're level 4.
Oh, yeah, okay, that'll do it.
Also,
some
he sounds
point-
extremely depressed, so let's not be too hard on him.
At some
like,
point, we'll be handing off our second-hand junk to adventurers.
99% of treasure is secondhand junk. Like, it's all been used by somebody and then lost to time. So I mean,
The man makes a point. He does make a point.
True,
by
I
the way,
suppose.
that is not 7 intelligent Sug thinking this. That's me thinking. Sug does not say that.
Friedrich would like dawdle on and be like, okay, sounds simple enough. He's also getting the feedback, by the way, of a double speak from the mental and the voice. Sounds good. It's like, well, I suppose we could head out as soon as possible. I sort of look at the rest.
What time of day it is now? I mean,
it's like kind of like in
for
the
us.
afternoon. Like it took a day and a half or 2.5 days to get here, so it's kind of like midday ish when you arrive and are having this conversation. Yeah, and he'll tell you that the mansion in particular is located about 10 miles to the east. There's actually a trail that hasn't been used in like a long time but used to connect between the lodge and the mansion a while ago. So you can just basically follow it there, and it would take you about half of a day. So you'd be arriving at nighttime.
When the main
Yeah, I don't know if we want to go to a
event should
mansion with
begin.
single spellcasters freaking at nighttime.
That's
Well,
okay. Friedrich has a lantern. We'll be fine.
I doubt
Well-
that lantern's gonna do much.
Well, we could go there. We could make our way there and then camp and then continue and arrive in the morning.
That's true. Guess.
We don't have to barge in, guns blazing, Friedrich shouting.
I mean, that's usually what happens, though.
Yeah,
We'll
those
try
seem
to
kinda
restrain him.
That seems kind of like the MO of this group. Now I've noticed since I've been here.
I mean, we can kind of like knock him out, and he won't be able to do anything.
But
think?
he's
So,
usually
He also won't be able to annoy everyone with the telepathic noise.
Or we can use him as our special secret weapon, and he can go ahead and annoy the mages into surrendering themselves.
I think I'd rather stab them myself, but
Wait, can you
Or
use
we can
telepathy thing on the
ransom.
orcs?
We can also reverse ransom him, and the mages could pay us for taking Friedrich back.
reverse ransom.
if you don't pay us, we'll leave him here.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Brilliant idea, don't you think?
I think it's worth heading out and maybe stopping to camp like a couple miles short and then arriving early in the morning. That's what I think.
Yes, just to get a lay of the land.
That's true. Nona could go stealth up ahead in front of like a couple miles in front of us and see how good it is. She has dark vision, right?
I do.
Oh my god. This is the plan. Alright, let's go.
Don't worry, we'll just make every session into Nona solo adventures.
Pretty
I
much,
have-
yes.
I mean, I have dark vision.
Are you stealthy?
Oh yeah.
There, he can go with you.
Nona and Sug. Let's go.
I do have a +2 to stealth, and disadvantage on stealth checks. So, pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, yeah. So you guys want to head out and then like basically camp a few miles short?
Yeah.
Sounds good. So you begin to head out, following this trail through the woods, from the hunting lodge, from heading east. Yeah, you eventually you travel, until it starts to get dark, and you haven't arrived at your location yet, but you figure, you stop basically 10, 20 minutes before like you normally would, just so you're, like a mile or so out from your location. Yeah, and you kind of tuck yourself away in the woods. There's not really a good cleared out spot to make a camp necessarily, so you kind of have to spend some time clearing out an area, and you end up it ends up taking quite a bit of time, quite into the night, to clear out enough of an area to set up a camp in the woods. And yeah, I think as you're sort of setting things up,
Are we attacked by any night terrors?
well, I assume you guys are sort of setting up some sort of watch system.
Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only have to transfer 4 hours, so I can take half of the
Mhm.
watch myself.
So I guess if you guys are taking turns on watch, can I have everybody roll for me a perception check?
Perception? Let me find it.
Brad, could they
percep-
could they see my dreams
What did
if I'm
I roll
telepathically
decently?
communicating with them while I'm asleep?
No.
Oh
Bullshit,
no,
Brad.
why am I? Yes, that's the right one.
Because you're unconscious while you're asleep, dude.
God damn it. What if I'm not in REM sleep though? What if I'm like,
You are unconscious when you're asleep. There's no science in D&D.
okay, fine.
Okay. So, yeah, as you guys are kind of like keeping watch through the night, I think you all, well, except Nona, you all pretty much notice at like some point or another, as you're like keeping watch, movement like kind of off in the distance, a ways in the woods. Nothing that like approaches your camp or comes to like attack you. But every so often you see like a figure like moving through the woods, like the darkened silhouette of a human or something, or maybe it's just a large animal. It's hard to tell because it's like through all the trees and the heavy underbrush. You only catch brief glimpses of it. But you tell the next person in line, and they too sort of like see this every so often, and they tell the next person. It's the same sort of story throughout all of the watches. That there's just this sort of like, you see something, but you're not quite sure what it is, and you think better of perhaps going out to investigate on your own. It doesn't seem to be approaching the camp or trying to attack you, whatever it is. But you get the sense that your approach is probably not unnoticed.
Boo.
But yeah, you guys managed to successfully camp through the night.
For the night.
And the
Yay.
morning arrives. You are unassailed. And you can see that the trail continues on. I would presume that you follow it.
Friedrich's right.
Nothing
Friedrich
else
said,
to do.
like, okay, let's go and be heroes, I say as I draw my weapons.
Don't go juggling them again, Friedrich.
Damn it! I sheathe my weapons. You hear in your head, but I want to juggle them.
It's okay, you hear it back in your head. You'll still have the time to do it later.
Wait, can you talk telepathically as well?
No. But you have a good imagination, so imagine I've consoled you.
You can juggle in front of Falcon later when we get back.
Alright, fine.
I'm sure he'll enjoy it. He'll probably be
They don't
scared
get
for his
much.
life, but
Well, they don't get much in the way of entertainment at that lodge. So
that's
that
very
should do it.
true. I'm sure they'll appreciate him.
All right. So, you guys continue following the trail through the woods until eventually you come to a foggy clearing, in the midst of which stands this crumbling two-story manse, all but hidden beneath thorny ivy. The large house is set atop this 6-foot-high stone foundation. The main entrance has a sort of like balcony overlooking above it. You notice in wild patches sort of spread around the mansion, there are what appear to be sort of like pumpkins, like overgrown and sort of like sprawled out around, like these several like patches of just like what look like pumpkins. And you notice there are a number of like wild boars sort of like smashing them open and like picking at them and eating and feeding amongst them. And as you sort of like get closer, you see some of the boars kind of like snort with contempt as you draw near, but they don't make any signs of like looking as though they're about to charge. And you can see basically that we are going to go ahead and drag you over to the map here. You can see that this path
Drag you over, kicking and screaming.
Now I draw my sword.
this path continues like up and past the mansion, but it also just basically leads right up to the main entrance. And as you guys are approaching here, I'm just going to go ahead and have everybody roll for initiative, and we're just going to move in initiative order.
Where is my token?
Ah.
Okay.
Oof.
Everyone get ready to be ambushed. No, please.
I'm getting all the bad rolls out of the way.
She had a rough night.
Yes, she didn't get enough sleep.
I was on watch
Elves
while
don't
she was
sleep.
trancing.
All right. So,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Asha, yeah, as you guys are approaching towards this obviously like overgrown, abandoned manor house, you see these boars sort of amidst these pumpkin patches, just sort of like eating away at the pumpkins that have growing there, and kind of just like looking at you a bit, kind of snorting as you get close. You can see the main entrance over here of the mansion. What do you do?
The boars are not hostile
They do not appear to be like
yet.
charging you yet
Uh,
or anything like that, but one
okay.
wrong move and they might.
Okay, so very stealthily and carefully, I make myself to my way to the entrance. There is no need to fight if they are not picking up a fight with us.
Okay.
Do I just do my usual distance?
Yeah, so we're moving basically like you have your movement, action, and everything. We're just gonna move in initiative order here, just to keep things relatively.
Please remind me, how
organized.
is it? How long is it?
Yours is
60 or
it's-
50?
It's 40.
40. Oh, I moved too much. Let me put
But
myself
if
back.
you use your action, you can move an additional 40.
I suppose I will dash with the regular action and end up at
Okay.
the entrance.
Yeah, so you dash your way up there, and you can see a little bit more. That the entrance seems relatively cleared out. You can see there's like stone steps basically that climb up to this portico that has a stone balcony overhanging it, about 10 feet up. You see there are vines basically wrapped around the support pillars and the crumbling stone railing. And there's a big double door with a giant boar's head cruelly carved into it.
The boys didn't mind me passing along, right?
No, yeah, they didn't seem to. Like, they watched you, but they don't seem to, like, attack you or anything like that, or act aggressively.
Okay, is it the end of my turn or I'm supposed to do something else?
Well, that is your action and your movement, so that is basically the end of your turn. You get up there, and that's what you'll
Okay.
see. Theron.
I mean, since she passed that way, technically I should be able to pass that way.
Yes, just walk nonchalantly,
will-
don't look them in the
It's
eyes,
okay.
don't challenge them.
It should be fine. Just ignore everything. These boars are really staring at us, though.
Well, maybe they mind that we haven't greeted them properly. Well, no, I shouldn't give Frederick any ideas.
Hi, boars. It's nice to meet you.
You're
It's not
gonna
better.
you dash around basically to follow up behind Asha. Very well.
That is very true.
Friedrich.
Yeah, Friedrich just walks over. He's like twirling his blades in his hand.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. All right, Sug. Suck.
Suck juice.
Suck juice.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm just gonna be dashing over here.
Always be dashing. All right, and then Nona.
Well,
Okay, come over.
since I'm a rogue, I'll double dash.
Oh, pog. All right. Yeah, you now all see basically you're on this little like sort of patio like sort of thing, and there's a set of double doors with this like giant boar head that's like obviously it wasn't part of like the original construction. It's been very crudely like carved into it, the shape of it. And yeah, you can see there's this set of double doors in front of you, Asha.
Wait, do I have anything in my skill set to maybe open it carefully? I don't know. I don't think I have lockpicking. No, I don't. That's no. Okay, I try to very carefully push one of the doors open just an inch to peer inside.
Yeah, so you like push the door open just a little bit, and you don't really like see much, right? Because it's just like you open it up like a crack, and you can kind of like see over to like a wall on one side. Just opening it up an inch doesn't really give you enough of a cone of vision to see much inside.
Does it creak when I do
Um,
so?
it does, but not like super loudly. But it doesn't seem as though it's been maintained very well.
Okay, then I push it all the way and imagine I see the corridor.
Yeah, so as you push one of the doors open all the way, you can see inside that there's a bit of like an entry hall. The floor looks rather kind of worn and weathered. There's like some like vines sort of growing along it. There's a sort of very moldy looking wooden staircase over on this side. And you can see evidence that a couple of like doors have been like smashed in inside this hallway, and then there's like an entryway to a room further in.
No recent footprints on the ground, in the mud, in the dust.
Make a perception check.
Perception. Let me see. Where was that perception?
That's
Perception.
going to be
There you
your
go.
action.
Oh no. It's probably low light and I don't see a lot of things.
Yeah, it's pretty dark inside. There's some light shining in from the door that you just opened, but it's pretty dark. It's very dusty. You don't see any sign of like footsteps or anything that you can see. But yeah. So that was your action, basically. Like, take a careful look inside. So you still have your movement.
I suppose we can go in. The staircase is the moldy thingy. The door to the left is smashed in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I make my way carefully inside the hall. And
Yeah, so you can see
and
there's
I
like...
pretty much stop here.
Okay.
Because vines, vines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, you can see this door's been smashed in, and inside there's like a room that seems to be strewn with like broken furniture, like chairs, side tables, what looks like a wine cabinet that's been like smashed open. And there's another door similarly here that has been kind of like smashed open, leading into what looks like a sort of like a courtyard, like one of those sort of like courtyards that's like surrounded by the building that it's in. So there's like an open area in the center of the building. And it's this flagstoned courtyard, and you can see there's basically like there's a stone well in the middle that has like vines like erupting from it, like crawling out of it and like spreading around the area.
Okay, not going there. And what's ahead of me?
This in front of you appears to be a dining room. Although the dining table has been like smashed and kind of like pushed up against the eastern wall, also surrounded by the broken chairs, and that's all you can see from your current position.
Okay, I creep to the entrance of the dining room. Does the view change? Are the little squares windows?
Yeah. So this is like this is a window. But these two are doors. Basically, if you can see through it, it's a window. If you can't, it's a door.
Okay. So 2 doors on the side and the window in front of me. Gotcha.
You also notice that the walls of the room, as you get closer, are covered in crude drawings that appear to be made in dried blood that depict boars chasing stick figure humanoids. There's a fireplace dominating the south side of the room. And that is what you see.
How much?
What's your passive perception?
Okay. My passive perception. How do I? It has a modifier of 3.
Yeah, just add.
Does
10.
it make it a 30?
Just add 10 to that. Yeah. 13.
Yes, 13.
You notice that sitting atop the mantelpiece of the fireplace, there are 5 small little twig, like woven twig figurines, which you can't really get like a great look at them from where you are, but something about them seems oddly familiar.
I can still make my way into the dining room up to here
Mm-hmm.
from the door. I suppose I'll take a closer look to the mantelpiece. I'm not touching the figurines yet. Did the view change?
No, but you get like a little bit of a better like look at the figures now that you're closer to them. They're like small, like they're not like super small, but they're like maybe like a foot tall, and kind of like perched over on the mantelpiece, sort of like as if they were sitting. And now that you're like a little bit closer, you notice like sort of just like traits about them that kind of seem familiar to you. And if you take a few moments to look, they almost seem to sort of resemble yourself and the other members of your party, very crudely.
Okay, that's unsettling. Are you guys bored yet at the entrance?
And that is your movement and action and everything. So yes, Theron, you're next.
So,
I suppose I'll just follow Asha in since these rooms
Yes,
don't
there's
look
nothing-
very nice. They're kind of creepy, honestly. I'm just
Sure,
gonna
it's
stand right
fine.
here. That's fine.
They're just
Okay.
little stick bundles that look like us. You know, what's the worst that could happen?
I know, right? Like,
I don't know,
sticks,
some
right?
control magic and being stabbed at a distance without seeing your enemy, that
Move
sort of
action.
thing.
Alright, what's going on over here?
Yeah.
Do I see these little stick figures, Brad? Do I see the one that looks like Friedrich?
Yeah, there's one.
Yes,
That's
don't
sort
touch it.
And
I
Whatever
grab it.
you do, don't touch it.
Looks like is a very generous term for these. It's the resemblance is barely recognizable.
By the way, what are they made of?
They're made of like twigs, like woven together, basically.
Oh, so still twigs.
I-
Okay, I was thinking maybe it's
I
something different.
I completely ignore what Asha says and I grab my one.
All right. So as you reach over to grab one of the stick figure that looks like you, you see basically that like I think like everybody else, but for the two of you, Theron and Asha, like see this, but Friedrich doesn't really notice because he's like grabbing it by the time. But you notice that the little sort of like stick twig hands kind of begin to like move and like reach to like grab at him.
This is
And in fact, they all kind of begin to
exactly why you don't
move.
grab them. Oh no.
Outside Suganona hear a woman screaming. It's Friedrich.
They all.
Dang, how many of those
Okay,
things are
so
there?
he's activated them 5 for the number of us.
Great
Distance
job.
to. Okay, they are in range of my arms when
Yes.
my turn comes.
All right. So yeah, you did that, Friedrich, and basically, yeah, they activate as you reach out. That was your action and movement. So then, Sug.
Can I have a bonus action strangle Friedrich? Just a little bit.
Not till it's your
You
turn.
can do that on your turn. Yeah.
That should be a free action for all of us at some point.
Should be
though,
a
so
free
I'm-
action. Yeah, you're right.
I guess I've moved 30 feet in here. I see all these things like freaking out. They're going ham.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like coming to life.
Yes,
basically, like-
at this point there is no point in stealth. Sorry for the
Yeah.
double word.
That's
And we
bad,
just.
bad little Friedrich. Bad.
Sad.
I guess I target the one that Friedrich has that's like trying to grab him because he picked it up.
Sure.
I'm just gonna toll the dead it, I guess.
Bong.
Bong. Let me actually go click the damaging part. Bong.
Hog.
2 damage if it fails.
Let's set to whisper because they're all defaulted to that for some stupid reason. So reroll. It does not fail.
Oh,
So,
they are
okay.
very wiggly because
Not really.
they
They
are
have a minus
stick.
1.
He was not very wise.
Maybe they come from an ancient tree that's wise and old and seen a lot of things,
I think you give them too much
and that's
credit.
why they're. Come on, I'm trying to come up with a reason why sticks are wiser than
I'll
some
go ahead and
was.
bonus action cast this spell too.
There are some things you should just not question.
Okay.
Probably you're right.
Nona. You hear some commotion coming from inside.
No, we have some twigs here for you to see. Come over. You can shoot them if you feel
Friedrich
so
wants to take one
inclined.
home.
Come on, you heard Friedrich screaming in distress. That should be the thing that motivates you.
That motivates me to turn and leave. Honestly.
Yeah.
Friedrich, what about that cow friend of yours?
What about her?
Won't she mind you bringing other friends?
I can have more than one friend.
Very well.
Can you though?
Um. So is Nona meant to do anything on her turn since
I've
she
been
has?
muted.
Yeah, you've been muted.
Sorry.
I was wondering
Yes,
why you
you've
were
been
muted.
muted.
People
You've
keep coming in
been-
and talking to me, so I have to mute.
I
and
was
I
just
forget to
watching the
unmute.
quiet movements of Nona. I figured we'd figure
Oh,
out.
Yeah, I figured it was
No,
just
I
like
bonus
role-playing how
action.
stealthy you were being, yeah.
I think you were in character, moving stealthily.
So these
And
things are
silently.
like actively hostile now, right?
Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
like coming to life, like reaching at Frederick, who like tried to grab one of them, and you also recognize sort of the very like uncanny resemblance to the five of you. It's very cursed.
This probably won't work, but I'll try it.
All right, throwing a psychic blade at anyone in particular that you're throwing it at.
The one that looks like me.
Okay. 18 is a hit. And all right, 7 psychic damage plus the 4 sneak attack, so 11 points of damage total. Yeah, so your sort of psychic blade manifests, slicing through this creature, and it doesn't really make like a sound. Like they don't like have like noise, but it basically like you see like it kind of mimics like freaking out, and then just sort of like falls to pieces and like collapses to the floor.
These things are creepy.
You don't say.
Why did you touch
Okay,
it?
It looked like me! I was
because
gonna call him Little Friedrich!
That would be action, movement, bonus action. So it is Asha's turn.
summoning arms.
All right.
That's -1 key. They are
Mhm.
supposed to make some sort of save
Yep.
since
They
they are in
make
range.
a dexterity saving throw. They are all in range.
If they're wise, they might be dexterous as well. I wouldn't be surprised. But there you go.
Okay, so 2 of them succeed, 2 of them fail. So the 2 that fail take 2d4 points of damage, or is it 2d6 now? Is it 5th
Yeah.
level? Is it?
It's 5th level though. You get
Okay, yeah, 2d4.
It still says a 2d4 plus 5 bludgeoning, piercing, and piercing. So I think the base one is d4. Do I roll a 2d4?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they
Yeah.
take twice whatever your monk damage die is. Okay. So the 2 that failed get sort of pummeled into the mantelpiece by your fists, but the other 2 manage to like duck out of the way.
And I suppose my regular action for the turn is an unarmed strike to the closest one.
Okay. 14 is a hit, and 7 points of damage. Another sort of your sort of ghostly fists slams into this one and just
My
crushes
fists
it.
are fueled by the rage towards
Crushes it.
Friedrich.
Crushes it into the mantelpiece, leaving only one remaining. And
Can I
then-
reach that one from
Theron,
here?
Yeah, so they're just like all clustered on the mantelpiece. So basically, like if you're next to the fireplace, you can make a melee attack against them.
All right.
Yeah, with that, the last remaining one, which is the one that looks like Friedrich, sort of like looking towards him, like going to like grab him. You just come in with your scimitar and cut it in half in one quick slice.
was that satisfying?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very therapeutic, actually.
Wow, that was weird. I didn't know they'd get up like that. Oh
Maybe you
man.
should grab everything you say. Just a suggestion.
But they look so cute. They look so weird. How could you not?
Because technically we're in a mansion where there's supposed to be a bunch of evil spellcasters in Voidstead. So seeing a bunch of creepy stick figures probably means there's something wrong with them.
Oh, next you'll be saying there's something wrong with the doors and windows.
Absolutely, so please be careful, don't
I
touch
open the
anything,
door.
yourself included. It's not your
Oh
turn.
my God.
Yeah, it's not your turn yet. Well, I guess yeah.
Get back.
Theron, you can still.
I use my astral arms to grab Friedrich and
Oh, your
just
turn.
drag him back.
Theron, you still have your movement, as well as like an item interaction if you want to like move and open a door or something like that, or you can just stay put.
I'll just go here. Can I just like open the door like halfway?
Yeah, I mean you can sort of like begin to open it. I'm not gonna like you just open it. I'm just gonna open it all the way for you.
Oh, that's fine.
Because it's hard to do it like halfway. Yeah, so when you open that door, you can see that basically there's like a like an arcade in this courtyard. There's like a walkway up above, supported by some stone pillars. And I think you can like catch glimpses basically of the vines that are kind of erupting out of the center of it. But you're sort of like this door opens into like an underneath like a balcony section of this like courtyard.
There seem to be more vines here.
Okay, maybe we
Gross.
should check the other door before going to the vines so nothing attacks us from the
I
back.
open the door.
Okay.
Yes, nothing I can do now.
I mean, he leaves your reach there. You can, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't. She has 10-foot reach.
Well, no, her reach with her fists is only 5 foot.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes, you managed to wiggle out of it like you do. You're a professional now.
10.
So yeah, this room, it looks as though it was a kitchen. Nature has kind of run roughshod over it. The furnishings have been like decayed to nothing. The outside door broken away. It looks like years ago. There's like rats that seem to have like chewed holes in this door over here.
Nothing in here. 20. I open this door.
All right, so you use your action then to open that door.
Yep.
Looking inside, you see what appears to have at one point in time been a pantry. Much of the roof above this chamber is kind of collapsed. So you see like the room is just like full of debris scattered across the floor. You see like bird nests made on wooden shelves in the north and south walls. And there's like a bunch of like sacks that have been like torn to shreds and like rotted food stuff kind of scattered around. It kind of smells nasty when you open the door.
I see. I've used my final 10 feet to step back. It's like, nothing up here.
All right.
Okay, I suppose there is nothing to do but check the courtyard with the vines. Zag, I'm counting on your level-headedness.
Sug. All right.
Move 15 feet.
Yeah, so you descend down a small set of stone steps into this flagstone courtyard. And now you can see basically there's this 5 foot wide stone well that has these like super thick vines basically like erupting from the middle of it. And I think as you get into the courtyard, you can begin to hear what sounds like this sort of like like snorting and like yelling a noise, basically coming from like the southeast. Kind of like it seems to be coming from like the upper level, towards like the southeast.
Does it sound animal in nature? Can you
You,
discern what's making it?
Sug, can understand bits and pieces of what's being said. Um, you're not close enough really to get like a complete view of like what's being said, but you hear what sounds like plan, like you hear the words like attack. There's like you hear like a time frame, basically, a few days, something about like a storm. um yeah, you feel it sounds like kind of like some sort of like plan of attack being like formulated, but you're only getting like bits and pieces of it, and it is in orc.
Okay, I am gonna go and dash to get over to this door and try to see if I can listen in.
Sure. Yeah, so I think listening in at that door, you don't really like. I think you hear like a little bit better, but it becomes clear to you that these creatures are in the room like above that room. So it's still very like muffled and hard to understand.
Gotcha. Cool.
Okay.
But there wasn't like a very obvious way to get up there, right, to the second floor from the way we came. I mean,
Yeah, not from like where you. I mean, other than the staircase that was like immediately in the entrance.
Okay.
You haven't seen another way up.
Grappling equipment.
True.
We have ropes.
No. Yeah, I mean there is like a balcony basically here that you could theoretically like climb up onto. Well, it's not a balcony per se. It's like a hallway up above. There's
A
windows.
ledge?
Yeah, there's like you can see like a hallway up above with like windows that overlook on this courtyard. So you'd have to like climb up there and like smash in the windows.
Or maybe open them carefully.
Theron, did you look in that room already?
Only slightly. Pretty sure. Didn't really step in or anything.
Well, you could. This room is like connected. It's like all just like one big like area, basically one big courtyard area. You're
Yeah,
just
it's the room that I'm in.
You're just like, yeah, you're in the same room as he is. You're just this is like underneath a hallway, like up above.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I guess I'll go.
I suppose we should be joining Sug at this point, since there is nothing to see.
Yeah, this
And I don't feel like taking the crumbling staircase.
this square
Yet.
area is open to the sky, but there's like a hallway above this, like where the building connects over top.
Should I go check upstairs, guys?
We should all collectively go upstairs.
Okay.
Question is, how do we do it?
Don't want me to scout first?
I mean, we should look for a staircase. Yeah.
There's stairs right here.
If you want to use the broken stairs, I mean, you can. I'm just gonna see if there's a different staircase somewhere else.
I vote for not using the moldy one.
The worst that can
Same.
happen.
How bad do they look?
I mean, you're not an expert carpenter by any stretch of
On
the
moldy
imagination.
staircases.
But they're pretty moldy looking and like rotten in places, and there's like a few holes like sticking through. It's kind of a gamble whether or not they'll like support any weight.
Especially if our heavier friends in armor try to pass.
You calling them fat?
No, I'm calling you armored. Oh, you're
I'll
also
step out here
armored.
and see what I see.
All right, yeah. So that's like a smashed up like parlor room, right? Just a bunch of furniture that's been like broken and tossed aside. With like a moldy circular rug on a stone floor. Nothing of interest really.
Rugs.
This
Any
one
walls in the
does not
ceiling?
come to life and attack you.
Walls in the ceiling, holes in the ceiling we can use.
Not in any of the rooms that you've been in so far. Other than like the pantry room that Friedrich briefly glimpsed into, where like the whole like basically like the whole room above it has collapsed It's just open to the elements above.
which we can't make much use of.
All right. I'll leave it at that.
All right, Asha.
Very well. I will be joining Sag in the outer courtyard, trying to look for a way up, since Nona has the staircase covered. How much can I move?
40 feet.
From here to 10 and 30. Okay. No, wrong tool.
Basically, you can move 8 squares total.
I suppose that's here. And
Yeah, you can see that there's from your current position, you can see like there's a door that Sug is at. There's another door over here, and then there's another door area where it's been like smashed inwards.
well, I can't reach them anyway on this turn.
Oh, you were here.
You can dash. You have your action.
Yeah, you can dash.
All right, I can dash. I keep forgetting. I'll go check this one, since Sag has this covered. Which one is smashed in? The
far
outer
one.
left,
Yeah, the one you can see through.
and
basically.
the other one is just locked.
Yeah, that one's just closed.
Don't know if it's locked. Okay, I will check this one first. What do I see?
Okay. I think from there at the entrance, you don't really see too much of anything. You can see. Yeah, you don't have dark vision, right? Or do you?
No.
No, yeah, you can't really. It's dark in this room. You can't really see anything.
Okay. I'm not stepping into a dark room I can't see anything into. Let the people with dark vision handle it. Is Nona upstairs? She didn't come back to us. By the way, did she establish? Did you establish any sort of telepathic connection with any of us? Link Pearl?
What do you know as
Sure
telepathic
hasn't.
connection for? You can hear Friedrich all the time.
Yes, but Friedrich is not on the moldy staircase.
You have no idea where Nona is right now, and have no contact with her. Theron.
I think I'll just go over to where Asha is, because honestly, those vines do not look like much fun. Let me see, how far is that? Oh, it does snap. Kind of make it over there, basically.
All right, are you gonna walk over the vines?
I mean, I guess I
it.
could just
No,
use
you
my
don't
dash
want-
and then dash around them.
You can, yeah. You can just
No.
dash and take the long way, go like all the way down, and then skirt the wall.
Sug has been avoiding the vines the entire time for reference. Everyone else
I
has
would
been
probably just like go like
And
this.
just watch Friedrich step in, go to the well, and try to shout down, or maybe spit.
I think
There's
Yeah, I
a
wouldn't be
well?
surprised.
special is to walk in, lick dangerous object, and figure out what happens after that.
How do you think he got this way?
Uh,
You're the reason they made Switch cartridges taste bad.
Did
Oh,
we
my
actually make them taste bad on purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was intentional for
Oh
the
my
idiot children not put
Yeah,
them
I'm
in
good.
the-
I'll leave the vine tasting to Friedrich.
Okay. Speaking of which,
he doesn't have much
Forward.
movement. He can't reach us yet. He was in the
30
kitchen.
feet. Hey, what's up? What's going on?
There's some vines for you to taste.
Oh. You think they're good, like?
Maybe.
No.
I mean, you seem to
All
like those
natural.
mushrooms.
organic.
I'll dash, I'll use my action,
Okay.
and I'll item interaction lick the vine. I've been told to.
I mean, it tastes like dirt and like plant, like dirty plant.
Oh, disgusting. You liar.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
And there's like a tinge of there's like an aftertaste. There's like a tinge of an aftertaste of this very strong, like irony taste.
Ugh. Tastes like rock and dirt. You liar. I've still got like 20 feet left, so I suppose I'll just
I
like
never
cut
said it
across.
was good. I said there were vines for you to taste.
I just walk over the vines, just like, you know, I'm cutting across here to get to Asha.
All right, it's pretty like tough because like they're pretty covering like the ground pretty much. But yeah,
Rough terrain.
you step over the vines. Yeah, it's just
Alright.
difficult terrain.
Yeah, just like step over the vines, like whatever. Eh.
Yeah, they don't.
Do
grab
you
your
have
leg
your
and attack you
lantern?
or anything?
Yeah, I got the lantern.
Well, okay, it's dark in there. Just turn it on.
I can't. I don't have an item interaction left.
I suppose I open this door just to make sure nothing in here.
Sure. Yeah, opening that door. Looking into that room, you can see that it looks like the room was once a bedchamber, kitchen and dining room, kind of like all rolled into one. You see along the south wall there are a number of beds, 4 in total, pretty like rotted out at this point in time. And there's like shuttered windows and nightstands between them. Against the western wall, so you like look in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll take a step in.
Yeah,
That's
take
fine.
a step in. Against the western wall, there are 4 wardrobes and a cabinet that seems to be full of just like dishware and cutlery. There's a little dining table basically in the northeast corner with a few chairs. And there's like a trestle table with pots and cooking utensils near this fireplace. The furnishings in this room are made of wood. And you can see in the southwest corner of the room, the ceiling has collapsed. There's like debris basically like piled here, and there's a jagged hole like in the roof of this room that like looks into the room up above, and you can hear the voices like now more clearly. Yeah, I think as you can hear, you definitely like hear like mention of a hunting lodge, some sort of like ritual is being discussed, and basically like you hear what sounds like a bunch of orcs like just like kind of excited for a battle to come.
Well, Slug will step back out angrily, and that's like 30 feet is like here, and then I'll dash to go another 30, I suppose. Get closer up here to this room,
All
I
right.
guess.
As you enter that room,
I do have dark vision.
yes, you have dark vision, so you can see a little bit clearly, more clearly. Yeah, you can see in this room what used to be some sort of laboratory lies in ruins. Its furnishings broken and heaped against the wall. In the middle of the room, painted on the floor with mud, you see this 10-foot wide symbol depicting 3 lightning bolts joined at their tips. Are you proficient in religion at all? I guess even if you're not, you can make a religion check.
I'm not proficient, no.
Yeah.
You want me to make a religion check?
Yes, please do. All right, you have no idea what that symbol is. But you can
That's
see
0 though.
that where the lightning bolts kind of like converge on the circle, there is what appears to be a half orc wearing hide armor, performing this very strange looking dance, consuming the entrails of some sort of creature. And you can see that standing around the orc, there are a number of these sort of small twig figures. And there seem to be quite a few of them. And they, at first, like, didn't really notice you, but as soon as you, like, enter the room and, like, look, like, they notice you. Let me just go ahead and roll them into initiative. Because they turn and kind of, like, snarl at you.
Pog.
Kill them all. Kill them all. Also BRB.
All right, there are actually like a lot of these little things.
How many's a lot, Brad?
There's there's a few.
Just a few.
Yeah,
Just a few dozens. Don't worry.
Just a few of them.
Just a few of them. Oh.
And an orc?
Well, good thing I still have movement left.
You do still have movement left.
Will you run?
I'm gonna take a step back. I would like to not be. Trust me. We would like to bottleneck these things if they come and attack us.
I suppose.
Are we bottlenecking? I think the last time we tried to bottleneck, you lost your character, dude.
Yes, but this time around we have Theron and myself,
Not
and we can
bottlenecking.
always shove you in front.
Yeah, I don't think you know what the definition of bottlenecking is. I step back into the room though.
You're not the one bottlenecking. Asha is.
Yeah, I can't stand there
Why not?
because she's there.
Oh, I thought you. I meant there.
That's not bottlenecking. That's what I mean. You don't understand the definition of bottlenecking.
I can move back.
You have not this turn.
Not this to get back there, Asha. You haven't even your turn yet.
Never whisper rolls. Okay.
Yeah, when I back up to them, I'm like, there's enemies coming. A lot of them.
All right. So after you back out, so you hear a shout in Orcish, basically, just sort of saying, "What was that? Do we have intruders in the manse? Get them!" And I think you hear
Orcish.
Yeah, it's in Orcish.
Turkish, yes, you understand the language.
Do I hear this?
Yeah,
No, you
anybody
can't.
who's like near the door hears it, but I think you wouldn't hear it necessarily.
Okay.
You're too far away.
So I still have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, you don't.
Nope,
You don't really.
you are
have any
still
idea.
investigating on your
Which
own.
is good because since I walked away, I also, out of character, have no idea what's going on.
Um.
I'm afraid I can't see you, so I can't telepathically commune with you either.
All right, so he comes over here, and he sees you all standing there in the door. And
Oh, hey, dude!
he.
I don't suppose you wanted a friend once.
He snarls. He's got these sort of like wicked like clawed gauntlets on, and some sort of like holy symbol, kind of like very rudimentary looking like holy symbol, like made of like twigs and like straw and whatnot, branches and whatnot, shaped kind of like lightning bolts like converging together. Yeah, he is going to snarl, and you see his clawed gauntlets kind of like spark with electricity, kind of like arcing between them, and then he just sort of like holds out his hands as he's like muttering something under his breath. He holds out his hands, and this flash of light erupts from his hands, and you smell immediately like burning ozone as this streak of lightning shoots out.
That's a no, then.
Basically like slamming into this back wall behind you, but shoots out. And
Oh,
I
this
need
is gonna hurt.
Asha and Frederick to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, this is gonna sting. Oh, no.
Where are my saving throws? Dexterity, there you go.
All right,
Again?
Friedrich fails.
I duck!
Asha, you succeed.
And Friedrich gets the blast in the face.
Yeah, you duck. Friedrich immediately gets the full blast in his face. I like the imagery there. So,
Can I get a little pat on the back, Slug, on your turn?
Asha, you will take
You're fine.
you will take half of this damage. Friedrich, you will take the full amount. 29 points of lightning
I'm
damage.
on 1 hit point.
Asha,
That's
you take
all you need.
You take 14 points of lightning damage.
1 hit point.
All you need.
Hey, Slug, can I get a little pat on the back?
There you go.
Yeah, and then he's going to kind of like shout out again in Orcish. And he sort of says, "Come, children of Adramelech, destroy these intruders!" And you begin to hear shifting and moving from the well behind you. But nothing emerges as of yet. And I think, Nona, you hear that shout. He's now close enough to you and, like, shouting loud enough. You also kind of saw the flash of light from this lightning bolt that tore through this door. This open doorway. Like, heard it. You smell the ozone.
It's like
I can
60
tell
feet
where-
long, right? Like, doesn't it go, like, real far?
It's 120 feet long.
120? Oh,
So-
yeah, so...
But it gets stopped by the wall. It doesn't, like, smash through the wall.
Like I can tell where it came from.
Yeah, you can tell it just, like, shot through this doorway, basically.
Well, hey guys.
Hello, Nona.
Excuse him, he got blasted in the face.
Do I have a shot?
Yeah. Obviously, it's a little bit of cover because you're throwing past two of your friends, but you do have a shot.
Friedrich is pretty beaten up, swaying on his feet, so you can probably aim around him and I can duck. Again.
1 hit point.
You also aim at Friedrich if that's your goal.
Even with the interference of your friends, you manage to find a gap between them and time your throw to hit.
6 damage.
6 points of psychic damage.
And then offhand. Mother.
Oh
Nice.
my.
So 12 points of damage there. Not bad.
Is this thing bleeding? Is this thing enraged?
I attack its brain.
Yeah,
so-
there's no like blood or anything like that from that attack because it doesn't leave a physical wound. It's a mental attack.
Well, maybe nose bleeding from the brain damage.
All right. Is that everything? Then it is Asha's
Yep.
turn.
I suppose I'll spend another key point to do a flurry of blows, and that will give me 3 attacks.
Yeah, you have to make your first attack first, but yeah, if that's your intent, yeah, you can make three attacks and by spending 1 key point.
I'm down to 2.
All right, so your first 2 strikes hit, but the last one does not. A couple of well-placed blows, kind of like he is still standing. Is now somewhat bloodied. Theron.
We're
Somewhat so.
desperately shouting and waving at Farron to come save us.
Yeah, the only thing is, for me to come save you guys, I need to step into that room.
Yes.
Why not?
Weren't there a bunch of other things there too?
Yes.
Not yet.
No, there is. So I made a point of mentioning there's a lot of things in there.
Whatever, I've had multiple near-death experiences, I should be fine.
That's the D&D spirit. Now you're getting it.
I'll just hit him. Wait, why do I not have that open anymore? 1 second. Let me just hit this guy.
All right, both of
Does
those
that kill him,
hit.
or do I need to use one of these things?
I mean, you have no idea.
That is very true. I guess I'll just throw this in.
All
Was
right.
it like 1?
It's a D8.
What were the superiority
Extra
dice?
D8, yeah.
I keep like forgetting. Like, oh, 1d8. Okay.
I believe that is a fail.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 damage, and he is prone.
I would ever tried.
All right.
I meant he failed. He fell down.
Yeah, he got tripped.
Oh, nice.
All right. That is.
You
Bulgarian.
chivalrously rush into the room, you kick him in the shin, the guy falls, you smash him over the head with your scimitars.
All right, the blights. They are
And I
going
just
to
hope I won't die.
swarm in.
You'll be fine.
They are tiny creatures, so 2 of them can fit.
Oh, we can also share their space, actually.
Yeah. You can just step right on them. They can
Good.
also share spaces with
Just
other
squash
people.
him. Just so you guys know, you better kill this guy before he like throws a lightning bolt against like at all of us again.
Yeah, trust me, I'm scared of that.
Fucking
Oh
cowards.
my God. Theron, I am sorry. I didn't mean to walk there. I'm just trying to look in. I'm peeking. I'm peeking to see what's happening to Theron right now.
I'm fine. I'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'm
so
used to
only
this by now.
only 6 of them can get within range of attacking there, and the other 6 have to
Oh, that's good.
hang.
There's hope.
So they will be making 6 attacks against you, Theron. That is a miss. What's your AC? 16, right? Alright, yep. Right, miss. Miss. The last one manages to get you.
They climbed on top of each other,
Only for, like,
formed a
4
ladder,
rounds.
and the last one managed to jump up and bite your shin.
4 piercing damage. That's all. Friedrich.
So you
suppose
said
you-
we heard something from the well, right?
Yeah, you heard like some sort of like shifting basically when this orc shouted. You didn't hear what he shouted, but you heard some like shifting basically.
You can
I'll
either
step over here and look down the well.
All right, make a perception check.
Perception.
Okay. Yeah, looking down into the well, there's a light coming from above, so you can see down into it. You notice like these thick like choke of vines basically like twist down the well, completely filling it, almost like to the fullest extent that it can contain. Basically, whatever is like something is growing up from like the bottom and like filling this. But you notice that some of the vines appear to be like shifting and moving, like making their way up from the bottom, like climbing their way up.
Right. I can see down to the bottom, right?
No, because it's so choked
your
with
count
vines.
is choked
Yeah.
with vines.
But you notice
But I
like
can see
some
stuff
of
moving up
some
from the
of the
bottom.
vines are like moving up from the bottom. Like some of the
Okay.
blockage is actually like some sort of moving creatures or the vines itself moving.
How far down can I see?
Not very. Maybe like 15 feet at most.
Hmm.
I guess no. Like yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see like the closest set of vines is like basically like 5 feet below the bottom, and then there's like another set like 5 feet below that, and that's kind of the limits of what you can see as everything's choked.
All right. Furthest down that I can see, I'm going to cast at a point. Actually, this building is quite dilapidated, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not like this building's going to collapse any minute now. Dilapidated.
All right, I'll be fine then. I cast Shatter.
All right. So you cast that, what, 10 feet down in the well?
Yeah, the furthest down that I can see.
Okay.
So a little 10 feet burst, boom, from that
Sure.
point.
All right. So there's 5. All right. So you catch 4 of these creatures, whatever the hell they are.
Nice.
You do not get that does not reach to the bottom though. So
Are they squeezing? I don't think it actually
no,
matters.
No, they're not. I don't think that it matters for con save.
Exactly, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it
Alright,
matters.
so let me make sure these guys aren't hidden. Never whisper. Alright, con saves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So the 2 closest to you fail. The 2 that you cannot see but were in the area of the spell succeed. I'll go ahead and just
Alrighty. Well, yeah, Friedrich will say it's like, oh, looks like some stuff's coming out the well! And I'm gonna use the Actually, I'm gonna bonus action Bardic to...
Sug.
Sug, sure. Sug, you get a Bardic. and then I will move 20 feet this way.
That was not terribly wise. You're
Well,
distancing
there are
yourself
really
from the
things
group.
everywhere now, huh?
Yes.
Okay. You said you disengage?
What are in threat range?
I mean, you don't know.
Ah,
He didn't have a way to disengage physically.
Yeah,
He's
that's
just-
right. You don't. You cast a spell as an action. Yeah. So actually, as you go to walk away, one of the vines like lashes up from within.
Rip.
and it still might not hit me.
23.
I'm down, boys! Down!
Deals 10 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled and restrained by the vine. So you basically you're down right there.
Hey, at least I got a bardic out, you know?
Mm.
All right, Sug.
I guess I gotta help the bard. I bonus action. I'll throw him a, a healing word. Something super. I'm just like, it's more gruff. It's more like, damn it, Frederick, get up. 5 whole hit points. There you go. I'm gonna step in here,
I'm up, boys!
and I'll go ahead and swing at this guy that's on the ground.
Don't we want to finish off the work? At least try. Because we won't survive another blast.
I think that's what he's
You
doing.
might.
That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I'll say you can stand there, even though there's a couple of them. They haven't completely filled the space yet.
But they're tiny. You can squeeze in.
Yeah, if you can stay in the same space as a creature that's
Yeah, I
Just
think
as
just because
square.
maybe because if there's like multiple
There's
of
a
them,
bunch of
maybe.
them.
But we'll see.
I mean, it's like standing in a square full of 10 dolls.
But yeah, so there's only a couple there right now, so yeah, you're fine.
Okay, yeah, I swing at this guy with advantage. Well, I will. Oh, no, we already know 14 hits. Never mind. I'll just leave it as a 14.
Okay, as a hit.
Low damage, almost minimum. 7 damage. Get wrecked,
7
idiot.
points of damage as your axe slams down into him. It does not quite finish him off.
I was gonna hit him again, but unfortunately, someone went down and I had to revive
Someone
him,
down. You
so-
had to use a bonus action to heal him.
Yeah. Okay.
Feels
That
bad,
is all I do for this turn. He's gonna get another turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
He's going to stand up.
And this is Pathfinder, right? So he provokes.
No, it's not that terrible game.
Unlucky.
Yeah. So you see, he sort of like crushes his like clawed knuckles together, and you see this time there's sort of this kind of just this like distortion in the air, basically like around it. This sort of like wavering noise, and he's just like slams them together, and there's this burst of like sound and energy that echoes out from him. And
More lightning.
Thunder. Hit the thunder.
I need Sug, Theron, and Asha to make a Constitution saving throw as he casts Thunder Wave.
Here
Can't I
comes
use my
the-
dexterity instead of constitution?
Nope,
I think I can.
It is based on the spell. You can use your Wisdom instead of Strength.
Brett, are you the one? Are you allowing? Like,
Yes, that's what I meant. Can I roll a wisdom saving instead of a strength saving?
No, because it's not a Strength save. This is a Constitution saving throw.
Oh well.
Okay.
Do you let us use inspiration to reroll? Is that a thing?
Yeah, as long as you didn't
Yes.
have like advantage already, you can.
Yeah, I'd have
and
an
before I declare whether it like works or not.
Because I rolled a 1 on this bardic die, and I kind of want to have higher than an 11. So yeah, I'll try to reroll. Okay, well, so it's fine.
Okay. So.
I guess I can't go anywhere anyway.
Theron succeeds, Asha succeeds, Sug fails. So, those of you that succeeded will take half of the damage. Sug will take the full amount of... Wow. 4 whole thunder
Wow,
damage.
holy shit.
God damn it.
It's a
Oh,
terrible,
no.
terrible way.
So bad.
Sug would be pushed backward. Also, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay. One of the twig blades underneath you. Let me just push you to the back real quick. It's destroyed. Just gonna put him over there. The other 2 are wounded, but not slain.
Okay.
Okay, they have more than 2 hit points, guys. We know that.
Brilliant.
All right, that's him. No. There's quite a situation going on.
Josaka,
Yeah.
a little question out of order. Can we see which of the plant creatures are wounded and by by how much we don't know, but which ones have been hit by Frederick's spell?
Well, I mean, you can't see any of them, so no, you can't see which ones have been hit by him. Because they're all down in the well still. They haven't emerged out of it.
Ah, not yet. Okay, and what did Frederick get snagged
Helps you
by?
take your time.
By a vine.
He walked away, and one of the vines had enough reach to basically like grab over the top, and like grab him as he tried to leave.
The fuckers have reach.
Alright.
See, like one of them is sort of holding to your HP bar.
Yeah, you can ignore like these tokens right now, Nona, because they're still down in the well.
Alright, works for me. It's a bonus action. I'll do steady aim. And then we'll attack the guy that keeps casting spells.
Okay.
Yes, please.
And then I will use Elven Accuracy to reroll that 10.
Okay. All right. A 16 is a hit. 11 points of psychic damage. As your blade tears through his mind, he lets out a like scream of pain, and you see like his eyes kind of like roll up in the back of his head, and he looks as though he's about to fall unconscious, and then he just sort of screams loudly and like rights himself. He is not killed.
I'll stay here.
Huh?
I can't do anything, so yeah, obviously.
Asha.
I suppose I still can reach through Theron because 5 feet, and my
Yeah.
arms are.
He will. I say he will have cover, just because of how much you're swinging through. But yeah, you can still reach him. I mean, he's not super heavily armored either. So.
Can I jump over his head and attack from the back?
I would say there's too much. Like, there's too many creatures in the way for you to get through. Right now.
Very well. I'm still just 2 attacks. I'm not doing a flurry of blows. Just my regular action and bonus action.
All right. So you strike out with your fists, like lashing between Theron and all these creatures at this screen, and this half orc basically, like as he was like hit by this psychic dagger, his eyes like rolled up in the back of his head, and he just sort of like let out this battle cry, and it still looked as though he was like standing there like practically unconscious. And then as you slam your 2 fists into him, just like blood basically, like he like coughs, like blood kind of spurting out of his mouth, and he's just sent flying backwards like into the wall, and then just sort of like falls down and just sort of like against the wall, dead.
Oh,
And evaporates.
that's not really. He's not a void sent.
Nice, I'm glad he's dead.
Oh, he's not a void sin.
Yes, now we have the little buggers to take care of.
Nice,
Theron,
big sword.
squash as many as you can right now.
All right. So he is dead, but the plant creatures are still a threat. So Theron.
Only
I
the one
still-
on like Stug Square wounded, right?
Yeah, no,
Yes,
the one
by the
underneath
spell.
you also took half. Is also wounded.
Alright. I'm just gonna move over here and then attack like these two and that one, I guess. Like one in my square. Also, I'm just going to use my action surge now.
Okay.
Because then I can actually just kill 3 of them. Hopefully. If it hits.
Well,
Are those
unfortunately,
vines creatures?
you
But no.
you rolled a natural 1 on 2 of them, so only one of your attacks hits. It's enough to kill one of them.
Can I use the inspiration thing on one of them?
Yeah, you can re-roll one of them if you want. If you want to spend
Sure.
your inspiration.
I never used
Oh,
the
that's
inspiration
good.
anyway.
That will turn it into a hit then. So you killed 2 of them, so we'll just say it doesn't really matter which.
I
you
good
can do
enough.
the recap.
When you kill him too, Slug tells you to try to. He's like you could get out if you want. It's fine.
Did you roll initiative for the plant monsters, Brad?
They are
I just
not out of the well yet.
I mean, I suppose.
They're taking their sweet, sweet time climbing up.
Yeah, so is that everything, Theron?
Yeah, I think so.
All
I mean, I
right.
have a lot of HP, so if any of them attack, I can just soak them. These accent.
At the end of your turn, the vine blight finish climbing out of the well.
Oh, great.
So
Whatever.
this is the one that was grabbing Friedrich, and they kind of like spread out a little bit, climbing out of the well. Yep. There are
You
5 of them.
guys
but
are gonna
that
have a
is-
party up there.
Oh my.
All right, these blights are just gonna swarm on in. We'll just say there's
How
what,
many
1,
of
2,
them are
3, 4,
there?
5, 6, 7, 8. We'll say 4 of them basically are like attacking Sug, and then 4 of them are attacking Theron.
Well, he do like 6 and 2 or 7 and 1.
No.
You hit- Okay.
Oh, 4 and 4. So against Sug, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 19 and a 22 will do it.
Mhm.
So for 5, so 8 points of damage total.
It's actually 2 points damage total because
Mhm.
I have heavy armor master.
All right, and then against Theron, 16 is the number they need to get. One of them gets it.
Oh, I don't have my spell anymore.
5 points of damage to you, Theron.
Wow, 5. How scary.
So Friedrich,
Hey, but
you are conscious,
surrounded by nature.
currently grabbed, like sort of restrained and bound by the vine of one of these creatures.
So the way the grappling rules work, if he is forced to move, then he loses the grapple.
If he's forced to move out of range of his grapple. So like if he has reach, he could still maintain it if you only push him back. But if you like push him beyond the reach of his grapple, then it's broken.
Oh, why'd there have to be a wall there? Alright, fine. Well, suppose I will attack it with my blades. So, scimitar strike, and then
Right.
short sword strike. Apparently, I missed both.
I would say,
Awesome.
I was about to say you have disadvantage on both of them, but it doesn't really matter.
I guess as a bonus action, I'll give a bardic to Nona.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Sug. Sug. He is muted.
I know I'm muted. Am I able to step into this square? I guess technically the one that's only got 2 in it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna bonus action summon a spiritual weapon near Friedrich, and have it attack the one that's holding him.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. 15 is a hit. 6 force damage. Not enough.
Yeah, but it's there now.
Mhm.
I'll draw it later. And then I step into this square, and I'll go ahead, and as my action, I will cast Word of Radiance. Let's
my
hope
God.
it's a high number, guys.
Nobody ever uses this spell.
Let's hope it's a high number. Yes, that's high on the D6 roll. Let's see a bunch of failed con saves.
So eight con saves. Here we go.
8 con saves, Brad.
DC
What does the
13.
spell even do?
It's a
I mean,
5-foot radius, like radiant blast, basically from
Sug
you.
basically goes Super Saiyan. You know, his eyes turn white and starts, pouring out some radiant
Success,
energy.
fail, fail, success,
Sorry, I had to talk to the exterminator for a
Fail.
second. Did I miss anything?
fail.
Nope.
Nah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, you actually missed Sag blasting everything around him.
I believe that's
Oh,
happening now.
You have a bardic as well, by the way, Nona.
I do? Okay.
All but 2 of them are blasted by this radiant blast.
Nice work.
Holy shit, value.
That's why I was like, I just gotta get in between a bunch of them.
that cantrip will never be that useful ever again.
It will never ever be useful again.
But you just did like fucking
I did 30 damage.
or
Yeah.
something like that with the
Wow.
fucking cantrip. Yeah.
Over
We're
here
not
doing rogue
even at-
damage.
We're not even level 5 yet, you know.
Does this thing shine? Actually shine? Does it have a light emanating from your body?
Oh yeah, like he glows and his eyes like turn completely white for a second. And it's,
Yeah,
like,
and then
pulse
some
of
they
radiant
just like
energy.
they just are burned to ash basically like.
Like a flashbang.
Yeah, and then I'll step back up here.
Okay. Let's drag this guy out for simplicity's sake.
Mhm.
All right.
And then yeah, that's my turn for now.
All right. Now it is the Vine Blights. Now that they've finally emerged. They've emerged. So in here. Yeah. Actually, you can just reach from there. Not gonna bother doing that. All right. They are going to make their attacks. One against the Nona. Friedrich. All right, let's just go one by one. So Nona, one of them has climbed out of the well and lashes at you. I assume a 22 will hit.
Oh.
Man, why does everything roll high against me?
For 7 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled and restrained. I'll just put like a green dot. Green dot. The one that currently has you grabbed, Friedrich, is going to just sort of try to squeeze it down on you tighter with advantage. 22.
Is that a shovel or that magical hammer of yours?
Down, Friedrich.
Down! I'm down!
What's your AC, by the way?
My
His
AC?
is 15.
15.
So you would have taken one.
It had advantage to hit him because he was restrained.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. This one is going to grasp at Asha. That will miss. This other one is also going to. Yep. That hits.
Oh my.
I
For
just want to point
9.
out these guys really like to roll 22 on at least one of their dice rolls every time.
So you take
Jeez.
9.
So how much damage do I take?
You take 9 points of damage, and you are grappled and restrained, which means basically you can't move, and you have disadvantage on basically just about everything you try to do. But you can try to break out of it as an action if you would like on your turn. And then the last guy, you see he's going to sort of like he seems to like merge down with like the plants that surround the well, like the actual like plants rather than the creatures. And you see suddenly they begin to like move and shift and begin to like grow extremely quickly, like filling the area. You should be able to see in that area. I need everybody who is in that circle, which I think is everybody but Theron, to make a strength saving throw.
I'm down. Like, can I even make the
You
save?
fail automatically.
Yeah. Oh, Asha. I mean, couldn't you have used your wisdom there? Because that was a strength. You could have used your wisdom there.
Still rolled a 1.
Sarah, do you still have
believe-
inspiration?
Yes, but my wisdom is also a free. I mean,
Alright.
has a free modifier.
But yeah, no, you still have a bardic, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do. Facility 6.
Mm.
Oh my
Well,
god, these bardics are useless.
Well, 14
Um,
might be good enough.
I dropped my phone.
Asha, you fail. You are restrained.
Wait, I have my inspiration. I can reroll, right?
Yeah, if you want to, you can reroll.
Can I really use the wisdom instead of strength?
You can. Let me just double check here.
I think it's just
I thought you
ability
said-
You're
checks.
trying
I
to
thought
see
you
if
said-
if it makes a difference.
thought you
Yeah.
Well,
said
they
You
both have. If they both have a free modifier, I don't think it's going to make a
yeah,
difference.
you can. No, they're different. You're proficient in strength saves. That's why it's higher. Yeah. So you can go ahead and Really, monks are proficient in strength and dexterity, not wisdom. That's weird.
They are. It's really weird. It's super confusing.
Yeah, you can just do re-roll your strength save and add 2 to it.
Well, yeah, because like it does say specifically, it just puts the wisdom in place of the strength modifier, but you still make the strength save.
Yeah, it's still a strength save. So that's a 15. All right.
It's pretty good.
So.
Do I just unclick the inspiration?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Yes.
click off that box, and the dragon.
Now
will
you can do the
disappear.
recap.
Now you can do the recap. I mean, you would
You
have
keep
had to do it
saying
anyways.
that, but-
Would have had to do it anyways. All right, you all succeed.
Yay.
What? Really?
Will you
14?
tell me,
Well-
did the Bardic actually save me?
You
You don't
no
have
comment.
to save.
No comment.
Okay.
Hog Bardic. That's a yes in my
You
mind.
can tell us later. You can tell me
I
later.
think
I
what
wanna-
he's trying to tell you is the bardic wasn't even.
I don't know if Matrix is.
All right, that's all of them. He is dead. Nona.
Alright, I will try to escape.
All right, go ahead and make a athletics or acrobatics check. Your choice.
Do acrobatics. I'm proficient. I will use my psychic thing.
Okay. All right. With your psionic bolstering, you manage to sort of like pry some of the vines loose around you, allowing you to wriggle free. That has turned a failure into a success and thus expended the die, but you have succeeded.
And then I will bonus action disengage.
Okay. Very good. Is that as far as you go?
Sure you don't want to take another little step? while you're
Yeah,
at it?
you know, maybe just.
It's off
No,
screen.
I'm good here.
All right. Asha, you are currently
I suppose
grabbed and restrained by
even if I don't want to move, I can disengage to get rid
you
of the
can't-
disadvantage.
You can't move right now because you are held in place. You're grappled. Your speed is 0.
Yes, I know. That's not what I'm trying to ask. I have a disadvantage. If I do the same thing as Nona and disengage, even if I'm not moving, will I lose the disadvantage? I mean, will it come back to normal?
You only have. You mean disadvantage because you're restrained?
Yeah, you also have disadvantage.
You don't have
the reason-
disadvantage on breaking out of that.
Yeah, you don't
The
have disadvantage
is only on
breaking
attacks
out.
and dex saves. This is a check.
All that disengage gave her was not getting opportunity attacked when she left its square. That's the only thing disengage did.
And I can do
I'm
that as a
confused
bonus
now.
action because
So if I hit that thing, it will give me disadvantage,
Yeah,
right?
you'll have
yes,
disadvantage.
you have
on
disadvantage on
attack.
attacks. Yes. And so you break out.
How
the
do I
grapple.
get rid?
You have to break
How do I
out
get
as an
rid of
action.
that?
You have to.
You either
have to
do
break the grapple.
acrobatics or athletics check.
Mhm.
Your choice.
And if I break out, can I do anything else on my turn?
It takes
if you
your
have,
action.
Yeah,
So
if
you
you have
still
a
have
bonus action, you can use it, but it takes your action to do, so you can't attack or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can because I have my bonus action with
Your
fists.
your bonus action fist attack requires you to make an attack with your fist as an action before you can use it. So because you have to use your action to escape, you can't use your bonus action fist attack because you haven't made an action fist attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you could do is like you could spend a key point to disengage if you wanted to leave, if you wanted to move. Otherwise, you'd break out of the grapple and that'd be your turn.
If I disengage, how much movement do I gain? The regular 40?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, assuming you break out of the grapple first.
Yes, provided that. Let's see.
Oh, guys, John McAfee died. Sadness.
Who?
Who?
The guy who invented McAfee antivirus software.
No.
Oh.
Oh, you mean
Um.
that crazy libertarian guy? Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking a psycho, dude. He's dead. I'm so sad.
You mean that program that's basically a fucking malware, but it's supposed to be a...
Yeah, man, he was crazy,
will-
but he's dead now.
Okay, I will do an acrobatics check.
Okay. A 9 is unfortunately insufficient to escape from the grapple.
Oh,
So.
and I suppose that's that?
Yeah, unfortunately, you cannot try to disengage away because you are stuck, held in place. And that was your action.
Oh well.
You
I
could,
suppose I
if you
die
really,
here.
if you wanted to, you could spend a bonus action and a key point to patient defense to take the dodge action, so that you could make the attacks against you neutral, because they're going to have advantage to hit you otherwise. But that's up to you.
You can spend
I
one key point to
guess-
take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. I'm not allowed any more bonus actions apparently.
I guess.
No, you still have a
tec-
bonus action. You just can't attack with it.
Technically, you can. Because I don't think there's anything against it necessarily. You can technically just summon your arms again as a bonus action and do the like AOE attack for a key point.
Yeah. That.
It would hit 3 of them.
Is it a 10 feet?
So yeah, everything
Is
within
it-
10 feet of you. It would
Well,
hit
then it
these
would
guys
be
too.
these guys too. Yeah.
Well, I
Should've-
suppose so. Yes, here you go. Refresh arms.
Yeah, because I don't think there's anything that specifically says that
I'll be right back.
you can't just do it again.
No.
No, you can't. Okay, I get my point back. And
No, you
no,
can't.
I'm saying
No, I'm
you
saying
can.
there's
You-
nothing that says you can't. So that means you
Oh.
can.
Very well. Let's try arms
Alright.
to the rescue.
We'll start with the little guys. Dex save,
Back, sorry.
double fail,
Four.
and then the big guys, dex save. They all fail. So go ahead and roll 2d4.
2d4. Let me. No, it's still a d4.
Yeah. No, I was just saying it's pretty sick that they all got fails. It's pretty good.
A grand total of 5.
All right. Well, that kills the last 2. These guys.
Yes, I valiantly trampled the sticks.
Deals 5 points of damage to all of these guys. None of them are destroyed by that, but they are damaged.
Obviously, they look too sturdy to be shaken by some little arms.
All right. Theron, all of the little like twig creatures have been dealt with, but there are still the vine creatures. This green circle, just also a note, is difficult terrain, so it costs double movement to go through any of those squares. So every square is
Fantastic.
10 feet instead of 5.
So that would be 5, and that would be 15, 25, I guess. So technically, I could just go for here and hit the one that's grappling off though.
Yeah, so that would be your full movement because it's 10, 20,
Yeah.
30, and then you can attack that one. This isn't actually the one that's grappling Asha. The one that's grappling Asha
Oh.
is over here. This
Whatever. This is
missed.
the one that I can actually reach.
Yeah,
so.
that's the only one you could reach. 16 for 9 points of damage. That is enough to you just like cut into this creature and just sort of like tear it to shreds.
Nice.
Theron, guns. Well, you don't have guns. Weapons, flashing, dashes to the rescue, and just cut this plant in half or at the root. Do they have
Easy
roots?
mode.
You're dead. No, you're unconscious.
Friedrich.
Wow, okay, sir. You just want me dead so badly. I see how it is.
You know what to do.
No, I just saw an empty HP bar and I'm not used to it still not being
Anti-HPR
there.
doesn't mean death necessarily.
Sug.
Oh, Friedrich.
Save me, Sugchos!
Oh,
Save
Friedrich.
me!
Is he
Why?
worth reviving again?
He's just a liability.
I'm debating if he's worth reviving again. That's the real question.
Come on, I'm worth a spell
30.
slot. I'm worth a first level.
I already gave you first level, and that was about enough. I don't know if you're worth another one. Because we gotta kill these guys, and you go after or right before me. It's so inconvenient.
Oh, you moved right next to me. Oh!
Hello, it's me. What if I just Word of Radiance right here? You know, again.
Okay, but in all fairness, it's probably worth it.
Sure, just Radiance Blast and kill me, why don't you?
No,
It's
it's only
creatures you choose. It's creatures
I
you
know.
choose.
I'm not saying I wouldn't choose you.
No, okay, he's still our teammate. You can't do that to him.
1 point of damage.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
And you know what? I will target Sugjuice. Or not Sugjuice, but Friedrich, you know? I'll
Oh
target
my god.
no,
Really?
please don't.
No, I'm not doing that. Jesus Christ. That's right. 2 of them take a single point of
A
damage.
single point of damage.
You still have your
You
special
still have
weapon,
your
I guess.
special weapon, yeah.
I'm not gonna use it this turn. I'm gonna fucking revive you, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
I'm level 2 healing word. Let's see if it'll. Yeah, it asked me this time. There you go. It actually maximum 11 hit points. There you go.
Holy shit.
Lucky
11
you.
hit points.
Nice.
Oh! Let me clear my death saves.
Prone, grappled,
Maybe-
restrained.
Maybe now that I came in here and went boo at them very brightly, they'll target me. Leave you alone.
All right. It is now their turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
5, 10.
Goodbye, Nona.
Bye, Nona.
Yeah,
It
these.
has
Maybe
reached.
this time it won't roll an 18.
Nah, it will.
This one has to attack Asha because it has her grappled. Similarly, this one has to attack Friedrich, but this one will attack you, Sug.
Okay.
And this one will attack Nona.
Hey, I got out for free.
Yeah.
Look
Yes, you can
attack
save
me.
us again.
All right. We'll do against Friedrich. This is with advantage.
Yep.
Oh,
They love those 22s.
9, so you're
2
still
hit
up.
points! 2 hit points!
Similarly, against Asha with advantage.
Whoops.
A
Wrong
19
one.
just hits you.
Goddamn.
7 points
Oh.
of damage. Asha falls
goodbye,
unconscious.
friends. I will remember you fondly.
Against Sug, 16 is a
Hits.
hit.
Yeah.
For 4 points of
I
damage.
take 1.
You are grappled and restrained.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's fine. I'm just gonna sit here and go Super Saiyan on them.
Oh my god.
You're determined to make use of this cantrip.
Is everyone just going to end up being grappled?
And then the
Yeah,
last
probably.
Nona,
My
Yep.
god.
Oh, no.
10 points of damage to you, and you are grappled and restrained.
My,
Not looking good.
my plan worked though. Our Dragonborn Terminator is gonna take them all out.
Dun, dun, dun.
She's free to kill.
Arnie's been unleashed.
All right, Nona. You have
Alright, this
been
thing's
once
pissing
more
me off.
grappled and restrained.
I'm going to attack it, and I'll use my Clockwork Amulet to take a 10. To 17.
Okay. 17 will hit.
Am I being grappled? No, okay.
9 damage.
Ashes.
9 points of damage.
Everyone's being grappled except Farron.
No, I
It's
just
still
saw
very
like
different.
I just
It
saw
is
these
still
two
up,
had
yeah.
greens, so I thought they were
Alright.
both grappling me,
Bonus
but
action
you're green as
attack.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Pog.
That will unfortunately miss.
Okay.
All right, Asha, roll a death
He's
saving
dead.
throw.
I don't know how to do that.
It is just a D4.
Oh, I don't
so
know.
just roll. Yep, yeah, that is it. All right, that is a success. A 10 or higher is a success. A 9 or lower is a failure. So you have 1 success. So you can click the one little bubble next to that. All right,
Okay.
Theron.
I'm just gonna hit as many as possible.
Yes.
Was this the one grappling Friedrich? Or
It's
was
the
that
one
This
on
is
the
the one
right.
that's grappling
The
Asha.
other one.
This is the one that's
Okay.
grappling Friedrich, and this is the one that's grappling Sug.
Wait, if I'm unconscious, am I still being held?
Yes.
Yep.
So it means that creature can't grapple anyone else.
Right now, yeah.
If you want to kill
Okay.
the one, if you want to try to kill the one grappling me, I mean, I might be able to help.
I'm on 2 hit points. Please, I'm begging you.
She can't physically get to the one grappling you. That's what I'm saying. But if she gets the one grappling me, I can probably kill the one grappling you. She can. Well, yeah, maybe.
We'll say there is one grappling Asha, and Asha is unconscious.
Yeah,
I can fix that though.
that's
We
true.
have a shovel hammer.
Alright, I'll just help Sug.
Oh my god.
I
Okay.
believe. And I'm also just going to use one of my superiority dice on something random because I don't know. Might as well.
Damage is damage.
Yes. Can this thing pop up already, please? Thank you. And pretty sure it's still 1d8.
Menacing. Extra 3 points
Menacing.
of damage. And
Menacing.
a wisdom saving throw.
I have no idea what I
wherever
clicked. I just clicked one of them, honestly.
You should probably know what your abilities
You should
do.
probably read them.
Yeah, I thought I
be-
was
be
clicking
helpful.
the one that I've been using
Uh,
before, but I guess it doesn't really matter
I
though.
think that's higher than your DC. I think your DC is 13.
It is 13.
Probably.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or no, it's 14 now, but it's still
yeah, that's
success,
still a success. Yeah. Yeah. So you're unable to.
Okay,
frighten it,
you
even
did
if do
not-
extra damage.
You didn't manage to terrify the plant.
Bad. I'd be pretty terrified if I was that plant.
Frederick, don't you have healing? Can't you get Asha up?
I do, but I could also shatter and hit all 3 of these.
You could try that.
I suppose this is what you're going to do. But
You-
mind you, it's not going to do much.
I
You
mean,
did a
but it
lot.
could
Because they're still
kill.
Theoretically, could you save everyone?
It could, yeah, it could actually save you. I don't know what you're talking about. It wouldn't do much. All right, I think Nona's
No
out of
faith.
range, but I'm not sure. So if you're
It's only
not,
10 feet,
sorry.
so-
He can't see
10 feet
Nona.
up
Is
there.
what
Oh, he
means.
can't
He
see
can't
Nona,
see
yeah.
her. He's like,
I am
"Hey, you're
here."
fine.
I'm up here.
It's a good shatter.
That's a good shatter. Yeah. It's a con save. These are creatures made of organic material, unfortunately for you. So.
Okay, it's still damage.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, it's the normal. Very not often does it ever actually get the disadvantage one, but
Son of a cunt, honestly. I hate these things.
What are these rolls?
save Nona.
Save Nona.
True.
Half of 15 is oftentimes 7.
7. Yeah. Save me.
Oh hell yeah!
And those are the results of your spell.
All right, bonus action: Bardic Sugchos.
Mm.
That be me turn. Me wily scallywag.
Alright, Sug.
Well, I suppose Friedrich was useful. He does deserve help. And I'm unconscious anyway. And still have 2 rolls.
I'll hit the one that has a hold of Friedrich.
Okay.
Does your hammer do
Oh, I have the
anything?
D6. My hammer. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Cool.
Oh my.
Damage though.
You just cut right through the vines that
I'm
reached out to
free!
Frederick.
This is the risky play, actually, but I like it. I'm gonna War Priest, and I'm gonna hit the one
Ooh,
that has a hold of Asha.
bonus action. Go for it.
Bonus action.
That's a hit.
Is it a death?
How do you do this, Sug?
Yes!
I mean, it's just like he becomes a weed whacker. You know, he's just spinning.
And you know, as you cut it down, I just uselessly flop to the ground.
Yep. I have saved all of you.
I mean, that was fine.
You think you were fine.
No.
Is anything still up?
No, they're all
Nope.
dead, but somebody is still bleeding out.
Your ears are probably ringing from that shatter that went off right next to you.
You heard
Probably.
Asha's body fall to the ground.
I mean, she can see Asha.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah, the plants go away, right? It's concentration. I mean, it's pretty overgrown.
Creature withering away. No, so the plants don't go away.
Well, great, even better. It's
So
there.
there's still an area here of I'll
It's
just keep
difficult
it-
terrain.
Yeah, let's keep the token there because it's still difficult terrain.
All right.
Because this is a time-based thing rather than a.
Wait, is there another one?
No, this is just the
Okay.
area of like difficult terrain because the vines don't go away.
Fun times.
Hmm.
Are we gonna stay in initiative, or can I just say a healing word, my girl here?
Well, she goes before you, so anything might happen.
Okay.
I mean, the reason I did that is because I knew she had a success, so she can't die.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah. So Nona, what are you gonna do?
Oops. 5, 15, 25. Bonus action dash. 35.
No one just comes and stabs me through the ribs.
But you're the
Action
hero, you saved the
dash.
day.
I'll come into this room.
Okay.
Gloriously ignoring all of us.
Mhm.
What can I do?
Do I... another death save?
Yes, please.
Yep.
If you roll a 20, no, let's do
Ah.
it.
Nope.
Let's do
Maybe we
it.
should just leave her until she
Yeah,
rolls a
that's
20.
That's the reason.
I can't because I have one more.
She might have rolled a 20
And then
saved
what?
you the effort, but unfortunately, Theron.
I'm pretty sure both of the people right after me actually have spells for this. So,
They might.
You're not
Um,
wrong.
good luck, Asha. You've got this. I'll follow Nona.
Do you want to just stay put, or okay? You are following
Wait,
after Nona.
can I even reach that? I was, like,
Let's see,
over here,
10,
right?
15. Yeah, if you dash, you can go over there.
Ah, that's fine.
All right, Friedrich.
I'll do that.
I cast healing word on Asha. Get up.
Right.
You have 8 hit points now.
8 hit points to you, Asha,
Oh
and
my.
all of your saves are reset.
Hey, what's going on?
You're
Huh?
very cheerful after having been grabbed by a plant monster for that long.
That happens all the time.
I suppose now we
What kind of
can...
weird mushrooms do you eat?
It's not the eating, it's the finding and the things that are around them usually.
That makes sense, actually.
So what do we do now?
Well,
Continue exploring, I guess.
Continue
Make sure
exploring.
everything's done here.
Sug.
I'd hope everything was done.
Okay, so I move. It's still difficult terrain, so that's 20, 25. I'll dash 35, 40, 50. Let's go like here to where I'm like next to the hole,
Mm-hmm.
and then hold on. I need to come back out for a second so I can fucking see my spiritual weapon. 20 feet. One. It's two
Very
different pieces
important.
this time. It's a little spiritual arrow.
Spiritual arrow.
1, 2, 3, 4. In here,
Hold on,
Nona.
1 second. 1 second.
I still claim it's a spiritual shovel.
This one, yeah.
It just looks like a fish with like without its like body,
Yeah,
basically.
perfect.
I don't really have a-
Okay, we didn't ask Nona if she found anything upstairs.
I didn't go upstairs.
Yeah,
I was
we
about
walk-
to
Oh,
until
right.
a lightning bolt flew past my head.
At least it didn't pass through your head.
All right. Nona.
So what's in this room?
Yeah, so this room looks like at one point in time it was like it basically just like an all-in-one apartment. Basically, like there's beds, there's like a dining room, there's like a rudimentary kitchen set up. There's a big old hole in the ceiling where like part of the floor from up above is collapsed inwards. But other than, and there's like some wardrobes and stuff like that. But other than that, nothing. But you can hear like talking from up above, but you don't understand what's being said.
Yes, because there is a hole in the ceiling that leads upstairs. So basically, you don't need to look for another way up.
How tall is the ceiling?
It's about 10 feet, like a standard.
One of us could boost you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me drink a potion first. Forget
Alright.
it's not an action. No, every DM's different about how potions work.
It is an action to drink a potion.
Okay. Man,
Nice potion.
I thought I muted myself for that, so I'm sorry.
give me a
That disturbed you guys.
break.
Have you been speaking?
Fucking
Till
double
now.
ones.
I hate this game.
Rip.
Feels
I'll
bad,
just wait
man.
here then.
Apparently, this potion was corked poorly and went bad while in your pocket.
All right.
What do you
Asha,
expect from a cheap free potion from the Adventurers Guild?
right?
Right.
It's a intro cheapo.
They watered it down.
Watered it down, yeah, probably.
I didn't think he gave us 4 of them. Or 5.
Asha, so you are prone technically, so you have to spend half your movement standing up. But then you have 20 feet of movement.
And the dash?
And a dash if you would like to dash as well. So 60 feet of movement if you do that. And each of these squares cost 10.
Yes, so from here to 25 and
10, 20, 30, 40.
I pretty much
50.
can go anywhere.
You can get to here if you go that way. Because each of these squares costs you 10 feet of movement. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40. Theron also costs you 10, 50, 55, 60. If you dash would get you to this square right here.
I suppose I will go over here and be happy about it.
That's fine. All right. Theron. You can hear the commotion coming from upstairs. Sounds like a lot of talking in a strange language you don't understand.
Have we
Orcish?
boosted Nona up there yet or not?
No,
I mean,
no,
I
you
can
guys have
boost
to pick-
her
you guys have
if
to
there's,
pick
like,
actions.
A spot for her to go there.
Yeah, there's like a big old over here where this kind of like weird jaggedy line is. That's like a hole in the ceiling, basically, that leads to the next floor.
I'll just go stand here so I can boost her up, whatever. She's ready, I guess.
Okay.
Someone heal me first.
I think I still have the adventurer's potion thing, but I gave it a
You gave
weird
it to
name.
Sub?
'cause I didn't know
No,
what item it was.
no.
Hey, what's going on? I hear that Nona needs some healing, and then I drink my potion in front of her.
I hope yours is better than mine.
It's Gordon's potion as well. Let's just make
you
that
drink
clear.
Gordon's potion in front of her.
Yep.
It's got his name on it and everything.
Thanks, Gordon.
Oh my god.
Gordon was a pretty cool guy.
Gordon was a dude. Wow, look at that. Double ones into double fours.
The duality of D&D.
Oh god.
Oh my god. The game just knows who deserves it, you know?
Oh god. Alright, if that is all. Sug.
Will you also be drinking a potion, or I suppose you can cure someone?
What do you do, Mr. Sug?
Oh,
You
sorry,
muted.
I'm muted. Yeah, I've been just looking at spiritual weapon real hard. 5, 10, 15. It's going up diagonally, so that it's going up the hole, and then 20 to go like this way once it's above the hole. I've been looking. It doesn't say anywhere that I have to see the enemy that it attacks. So if there's an
Alright,
enemy
so
within
what,
5 feet,
how much movement does it take to get up to the? Because 10 feet up.
15.
Too, so
Yeah,
15.
basically, like, I use 15 of its feet to get over there, and then like moving diagonally so that it's up there, and then 5 feet to go over to the other side of the hole.
Just as a pirouette.
So you're sending it sort of like right, basically when it gets up.
Yeah, right to the right. Like, basically, where it is right now on Nona, but up to the next floor.
Yeah, I mean, you can't see, right? So
Yeah.
like you have no idea, but you can like command it to swing in a direction.
Yeah,
and if
I
there's
was
a
like,
target
I
there-
basically that's what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, swing, go to town.
Yeah, which
like-
way do you swing?
To this way right here. Hold on.
Just tell me
This
left
square.
or right or up or down.
I'm doing diagonal. It's this square. The square
why,
between
why
me
is it
and
gonna be difficult?
I don't know. You asked me to pick a square.
I give you 4 directions and you pick the 5th one.
There's 9 directions I can pick from. All right.
All right,
I
which
picked
way?
that
I
one.
wasn't looking at you because I was moving your stupid. spiritual
Oh,
weapon.
sorry. It's the one to the top. You took just the head of the arrow, by the way.
I know because you put it in 2 fucking pieces for some fucking reason.
It was hard to draw in one piece.
All right, diagonal up. Okay,
Diagonal
you can,
up, yeah.
You can make an attack. You
I'm
can't
just
see.
taking a peek of what's happening to the hammer.
So you can't see the target. So you technically you still have disadvantage because it relies on
Yeah.
your attack. But yeah, you can make attack.
There you go,
Nope.
7.
Swing and a whiff, but you hear like shouts basically
Yeah,
from up
exactly.
above. And
All
I
right,
think
Nona, up you go.
basically as that happens, as you alert whoever's up in the floor above, we are going to call things here for today.
Nice.
And next
That's
time
fair.
we will see what happens.
Oh
up
man,
above.
those good healing potions though. Holy
As
shit.
If,
Yum
as
yum.
if they weren't alerted because fucking
I mean,
there's
yeah,
a
they were-
lightning bolt.
they were like alerted by the sounds of combat before, but now they're like now they're like super.
That are
alerted.
very alerted.
Now they're like there's somebody
Extra
directly
alerted.
below us.
Also,
You
that,
know-
that was just my bonus action, so I will go ahead and, as an action, like a kind soul, I'm aiding Friedrich, Asha, and Nona.
Nice.
All right.
That's
So
a good spell.
with that, that'll be all for today. I guess whose turn is it to do the recap? I can't remember. It's probably James.
No, it's not.
I think he was the last to do it, right?
Sarah's turn. What are you talking about?
Is it all the way back to her again?
Yeah.
Nope.
She did it the first time because it was her.
Oh.
then
Wasn't there
she-
like literally last week?
It was so it should be you, James, right? Because it was
Yeah.
Sarah was first, then it was Fiora, then it was Drake, then it was you.
No, I was last. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
So
But...
then it was you, and then Fiora, and then
When
Sarah,
did Elise do the recap?
and
If she
Oh,
Drake.
ever
I
did
don't
it?
do recaps
Why
Do you
not?
recap?
because I don't.
And,
I'm holding on to
Well,
this
then-
inspiration forever.
Nah.
yeah. So
Well, sure,
it's-
I'll do it if it's my
James,
turn
Yeah,
then.
it's James's turn. Yeah.
You can't take it from me.
All right, but I need I think that Nona already did it, but I need the other 2 of you to add 5 hit points to yourself before you forget.
What, like
It's not
healing,
healing.
hit points?
No, it's
It is healing.
plus max
It's
HP.
current and max.
Well, it's technically healing too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm healing you all for 5 HP.
Nice.
So can I add 5 HP to my current?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a
Well,
way
how
to like temporarily override your max HP because it's technically not temporary hit points, but I guess you can put it in that way. Just so you
I
remember what your
always
max
just,
is
like,
because it'll go back down.
Most of the time when somebody casts a spell at me, it's when I'm at full HP, so I always just like go over and just try to remember that like I can go over.
Yeah.
I wrote it
Seems
in the
like-
chat so that you'll know for next week. But yeah, but you all should have 5 more current, and then if we somehow get the rest at some point, we
Nice.
can heal for more.
D&D Beyond has a max HP modifier.
All right. Well, if you want to pay for the to use
Yeah.
D&D Beyond, then I agree.
D-
We should use that.
I did. Thank you.
D&D
Thank you.
Beyond costs money, and I'm not sure if I like this game enough to pay for it.
It's a lot for.
I do.
I see that's the thing. If D&D Beyond was out when I first started, maybe I'd be using it. But I own all the books.
And like
so...
I have the subscription that lets me share content with anyone in the same campaign as me. I don't even have to be the DM.
Yeah, I know.
So
It's pretty cool. It's just I literally can't. I don't have any money right now, but two, I can't convince myself that I should spend money on D&D Beyond books again after I already own them all in physical.
if we had a campaign on D&D Beyond, we could use it, and everyone can share my books.
Oh.
Okay,
Weren't you
that
wanting to
sounds too
switch from
complicated.
Roll20 like a while ago, Brad?
Yeah, but I don't want to have. See, the problem I have with D&D Beyond and like the integration of it is that instead of one page open, it's now 2 pages that I have to have open, and I already have Discord open, and I already have, Streamlabs open, and I already have like another browser page open with my dashboard. It's just too much. I like Roll20 because it's one thing. If D&D Beyond had just like one thing, or like something like that, I would use it, but it doesn't. You have to have 2 separate.
They are working on a virtual tabletop.
I did hear that there was some like rumors of like a subscription based like thing working with Wizards, but until that's like set in stone, yeah, stick with Roll20.
Nice. Fair enough.
I typically tell it to you, we use like a lot of the servers. I mean, we use Avray for rolling, which is the dice bot on Discord, and you could technically hook up your D&D Beyond to Avray, and if you have the stuff like that where you can share it through there too, which is pretty nice. Pretty cool.
But anyways, next week we shall continue with the exploration of the woodland manse, and yeah, we will see you then. James is in charge of the recap.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Fucking
See you
James.
next week.
Wow.